Cora and Kaper by Kristine L. Pass. Once upon a time, in a lush green land, there lived a little girl named Cora and her adorable koala friend named Kaper. Cora was the strongest, bravest little girl anyone has ever met. Kaper was the fluffiest, cuddliest, cutest koala you could ever imagine. But he had a big problem. He was afraid of everything. One sunny morning, Cora and Kaper decided to explore the forest together. As they walked along the winding path, Kaper looked around nervously. "What if there's something scary hiding under the bed of leaves?" he whispered to Cora, his big eyes wide with fear. Cora smiled warmly and patted Kaper's back gently. "It's okay to be afraid, Kaper," she said. "But you see, it's almost impossible for anything bad to be under those leaves. There isn't that much room, but if something is there, it's most likely some curious critter exploring like us." Kaper took a deep breath and nodded. He mustered up some courage and stepped over the leaves, realizing that there was nothing to fear after all. As he continued their journey, Kaper clung to Cora's back, feeling a little safer with his best friend so close. The next challenge came when the sun began to set and the forest grew dark. Shadows danced among the trees, and Kaper's heart started pounding. "What if those shadows are spooky monsters?" he squeaked, hugging Cora tightly. Cora sat down under a friendly tree, motioning Kaper to join her. "You know, Kaper, shadows can look scary sometimes, but they're just the way the light plays tricks on our eyes," she explained. "Have you ever been hurt when a cloud has passed under the sun and it has gotten a little darker?" Kaper shook his head no, and Cora continued. "That's right. Shadows can't hurt us. Let's take a deep breath and admire the beauty of the night." Kaper took Cora's advice and focused on the stars that twinkled above them. He realized that the dark wasn't so frightening when you find something beautiful to appreciate. From that moment on, Kaper didn't mind the shadows as much, and even found them a little fascinating. One day, as they were exploring near a waterfall, they heard a loud noise that echoed through the forest. Kaper jumped and clung to Cora's back, trembling with fear. "What if that's a dangerous beast?" he whimpered. Cora knelt down and held Kaper's paws in her hands, looking into his eyes with understanding. "You know, Kaper, loud noises can be surprising, but they don't always mean danger," she said reassuringly. "Sometimes it's just thunder or something harmless making noise. Remember, the odds of it being something dangerous are slim to none." Taking comfort in Cora's words, Kaper listened closely and realized the noise was just the waterfall crashing onto rocks. He giggled in relief. He was feeling a little braver each day. As the days turned into weeks, Cora and Kaper encountered many more challenges. Each time, Cora would teach Kaper that being afraid was okay, but with a little courage and the understanding that the odds were in their favor, they could overcome their fears together. One evening, as the sun was setting and casting a beautiful golden glow over the forest, Kaper looked at Cora with a newfound confidence. "You know what, Cora?" he said with a smile. "I might still be afraid of some things, but I also know that I can be brave and face them, and it is really nice to have you by my side." Cora beamed with pride and hugged Kaper tightly. "You're absolutely right, Kaper," she said. "Being brave doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you face your fears despite them. And you, my dear friend, are the bravest koala I know." From that day on, Kaper learned that it was okay to be afraid, and that courage wasn't about being fearless, but about facing fears with a brave heart. With Cora's love and support, Kaper grew bolder and embraced the wonders of the world around him, knowing that he had the best friend he could ask for, Cora, his partner in adventures and bravery. And so, Their beautiful friendship flourished as they continued to explore the world together, one fearless step at a time.